I'm going to go over my eBay purchases. We're going to start here with a Intel Core 2 Duo T9300 that I bought as an upgrade for my parents' 2008 iMac so that it could run newer versions than it was intended of OS X. So that was fun to install. Next, you're going to see some components I was putting together for a sub $100 gaming computer. You have the RAM, you have the Dell T3600 desktop, and then of course you have the GeForce 1060 video card. Together, that was a pretty good computer. Now we're going to have a power supply and a laptop that I put together for a friend. It's an X1 Gen 5, and I got a Wii U stuff I bought for my wife. She never plays the Wii U, but she wanted it. And then we have an iPad I got for my son. We have some Bose speakers I got for a boombox backpack. Some video games. Here we go. Now we're getting into my video games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street Fighter 2. I got a controller for the SNES. Mortal Kombat 3 for the Sega. Super Metroid, sorry. Final Fantasy 2. Now that's a fake cartridge. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. These should all be legit cartridges unless I say so. Atari 2600 Pitfall and River Raid. Ooh. Mortal Kombat 3 for the SNES. I want to do a compare between those two actually. Milo Secret Castle. That's a game from my childhood. Milons, sorry. Breath of Fire, Super Nintendo. Power supply for that Mac for my parents. I had to replace power supply in it. Final Fantasy 3 for SNES. $61. That better be legit. Mega Man X. And then here's the new list of games that we're going to should be going. What the heck's going on here? Here we go. Super Mario Kart. Donkey Kong. An actual Sega, because mine must have broke. Sonic 3. Comic Zone. X-Men. There you go. I remember that game from my childhood. It's a good game. Virtual Racing. Now that's one I remember from my childhood, the most, really. Road Rash 2. I heard that was a good game. Echo the Dolphin. I remember renting that from Blockbuster. Altered Beast. My friends had that and loved it. Mortal Kombat. Not the third one, but the first one. Sonic and Knuckles. If you're going to have the trilogy, gotta have Sonic and Knuckles. A replacement cable for, I think that's for the Sega. Or maybe it's Atari. There's some Atari games. Game Gear soundboard. That was actually awesome. I've been fixing some Game Gears, so I have some capacitors. You see me buying those over and over again. Some more Atari 2600 games and controllers. $18, good deal. Now we're going into the Game Gear games. NBA Jam. I bought some vintage Macs. We can just pretend I didn't do that. DS power supply, an R4 card. Let's pretend I didn't buy that either. Some guns and controllers for the original Nintendo. Wonder Boy for the Sega Master System. Of course, that's $40. Jeez. Next page. Scrolling around. Streets of Rage for the Game Gear. Game Gear Link cable that I never got to use. Lemmings for the Game Gear. Nice. See, more capacitors. Told you. Streets of Rage 2 for the Game Gear. And some Parasite Eve for PlayStation 1. I'm all over the place. An actual Game Gear. $26. See, not bad, I don't think. I got a good deal on this. $200 for the Power Glove. The Game Boy Advanced. Spider-Man. Hurts to even look at this sometimes. Super Mario Land 2. That's like a nobody game. Nobody knows what that game is. Another Super Nintendo controller. Final Fantasy 7. I found out I lost a couple of discs. I had to buy them back. I only had one disc out of the three, I think. I don't know what happened. I let somebody borrow the first and third disc, I guess. More capacitors. More Game Gears. I do own 3 Game Gears. My original one and I guess 2 more. So you see 3 sets of capacitors and 3 Game Gears. I had to fix all of them. Pac-Man. One of those Game Gears is still kind of... I mean, it works, but a Game Boy fully working. An original PlayStation, because I didn't have mine anymore. I had the game, so I didn't have the PlayStation. Some NES controllers, because why not? Yoshi, original Game Boy game. Dr. Mario, good, good. I just had to fill out the game library. Tetris, and really, eBay deletes their history after like what, 2 years, 3 years. So I gotta do something about recording this. Okay, let's go.